Awesome. So I am just getting everything set up. I think I've got everything set up, ready to go. But I'm going to be talking to you in this video, this time with you, about how you can make $30,000 in the next 90 days. Yes, you heard me right. That is $30,000 in the next 90 days. I am so excited for this because I am seeing how this is so doable for anybody out there. So tomorrow kicks off inside of our community a 90-day run where we're going to be getting mentoring. And this run is all about helping you make $30,000 in the next 90 days. That's like $10,000 next July, August, September. So if you can imagine for a second with me, what $30,000 would feel like for you. Welcome. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Let me know what part of the country you're in, what part of the world you're in. I am in the beautiful Pacific Northwest. I am so excited to start a brand new day with you. It's going to be a gorgeous day. So I'm getting this done early, and because I really care about sharing this and helping you guys make money in a real way, in a sustainable way, in a way where your money is going to add up so much quicker. So welcome. Thank you for joining. Thank you for being here with me. So we're talking about how you can make $30,000 in the next 90 days. Now that number may seem crazy to you. It may seem like, okay, how is this even possible? Like, could I actually make that amount of money? Maybe you've never made that amount of money online before, and you're going, you couldn't even imagine making something like that online. That is what this is about. It's about helping beginners get started with an online business, with making money online. And I am so excited to be able to share this with others. I just got started recently myself. And so, I'm not any expert by any means. I'm just sharing what is working for me and how I am able to bring in money myself. So with this, this is my website right here, empoweredpassiveincome.com. We're going to be walking through how this works and how you can make that $30,000 in the next 90 days. And again, we have a 90-day legacy run that is starting tomorrow. Like, you can get in today and be ready to go, hit the ground running tomorrow to start making $10,000 each month for the next 3 months. And you'll get the skills to continue that in the months to come. So this 90-day that we're just getting started on tomorrow, we're going to be learning the MAM system. So it's all about mastering, applying what we learned, and then multiplying our income. I am so fired up about this because I've already seen money coming in because of this proven system from following this proven system. Again, you can go to empoweredpassiveincome.com and get started by going there. That's going to get you all of the details to get in, to jump in. Included in the 90-day legacy run, this is something brand new for our community. We're going to be having giveaways every single week. And the earlier you get in, the sooner or the more chance that you can win. So we're going to have Amazon gift cards. We're going to have MacBooks. We're going to have all of the things. So the sooner you get in, all it takes to get entered is to get in. So you're going to get in, you're going to get entered into those drawings. We're giving away tons of Amazon gift cards. So it's not just like a small chance of winning. And then the sooner that you're in, the more chance during this month that you're going to have to win those. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about exactly what this is and how you would be able to hit that $30,000 in the next 90 days. So let's break that down. So 30K in the next 90 days, that's the equivalent of 10,000 for the month, for each of the months, right? Now, this might seem impossible to you. If you're selling a low dollar product, this number may seem like, how would you ever hit that? So I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I am a clothing reseller. I've been a clothing reseller the last 7 years, and all of my items are fairly low priced. I might sell something that's $100, on rare occasion, maybe something that's $250, but most of my items are probably $30, maybe $50, some are $15. So it's very, very small amounts of money that are coming in to my bank account. And when I make a sale, I'm selling them on places like eBay, Poshmark, Mercari. Mercari did get rid of their fees, so I can't say that I'm losing fees to that, but other places are charging fees, right? So 20% of my earnings go to Poshmark. For eBay, it's like 13.5% plus fees are charged on top of what I charge for shipping, as well as sales tax. So at the end of the day, I'm not seeing a whole lot of money in my pocket after sales. It's not to say that you can't make money that way. I've made plenty of money selling used clothes, but it does take a long time for those sales to be able to add up. And so this number to me, as a person who has been used to the last 7 years of selling lower ticket items, that could that number just seems like way out there. It seems sky high. It seems almost impossible. Like, how many items would I have to sell to be able to hit that? And so for me, let's say that I made $9 on average after all of my fees and all of that. So for me to be able to hit 10,000 in a month, that would be selling, it'd be selling 1,111 items. There we go. And so that would be a lot of items. That's, as a reseller, I have to go out and source my items. I have to go out to thrift stores or garage sales. I have to go get those items. I have to put work into each and every one of those items, to go take pictures, to ship them out, to do all of the things. And so this represents hours and hours and hours of work, basically virtually impossible to hit as, the only person working in my business, short of hiring employees, short of having a warehouse. This number, the $10,000 for the month, is a pretty impossible number to hit. Maybe if you're working full time, but a lot of us that are doing reselling, it can be very, it's like a part-time thing, right? Most people have a job. Most people have other responsibilities. And so for me, I have 4 kids. It's not my main, it's not my main thing that I do. It's not something that I want to spend my entire life doing. I know lots of people enjoy reselling, and I do too, but I just don't want to do it from the time I get up to the time I go to bed. And so, again, I would have to sell 1,111 items each and every month if I wanted to hit that $10,000 at the amount of $9 average profit per item. Basically, I would be ready to kill myself at the end of the month, and then I would need to keep doing it next month and the next month and the next month. And this is kind of the place where I was when I found this program. Is I was trying to hit bigger numbers and not finding a good way to do that. Yes, I could try and get better items. Yes, I could try and work harder. Yes, I could try and, do all of the things, sell on all the platforms. But at the end of the day, I was exhausted, worn out, not, very happy person to be around. And I cannot tell you guys how happy that I have been now. And I feel like my life is back. I feel like I've gotten my time back. I feel like I've gotten my family back. I feel like I can actually be present with my kids and not have to worry about, am I going to have sales come in that are going to make this? And am I, going to have a bunch of these come in to be able to add up to hit what I need for the month? Because you guys know this, that the cost of expenses is rising. The cost, inflation is rising. Inflation is out of control. Our cost to just live a normal, everyday life, cover basic expenses, has gone way up in the last few years. So it's put a lot of pressure on people who, need to be providing for their families and want to be providing, but they want to do it in a way where they're actually able to be present and not have to work around the clock and not have to, be grumpy by the time they're done, or, not have to, just not have the time and energy to invest into their family. So that's really where I was when I found this program. I am so excited about it because it's all about following a 2-hour workday, and it really, really frees up your life and puts that time back in your hands. And that was the real piece that I was missing. It allows me to be able to make these $10,000 months that we're talking about, but it allows me to do it in a way that fits with my family. That's not going to cost me my entire life to get there. That's not going to cost me having to go out every single day of my life to go get items for reselling. And I'm able to actually, relax, enjoy my family, knowing that I that I have a 2-hour workday, knowing that I'm following a proven plan that is working for others. It's working for myself as well. So now I have that on my side. So I can look back and say, hey, this 2-hour workday following this proven blueprint is a really simple path, a really easy way to be able to invest in myself, to put in, say, that 2 hours, following that 2-hour workday and going, hey, I know that this works. I know because it's working for myself. I know because it's working for other people, and knowing that I have put in my time and that my automation system, which we're going to talk about, is doing the work in the background for me of making me that $10,000 a month. This is actually, very, very low estimate. This would be for me, in my perspective, for somebody who's just getting started, who's brand new, who's a beginner, of a very reasonable goal. There are tons of people inside of our community who are making way, way, way more than this. And so how this works, we're going to break all of this down here. Like I said, when you sell a low profit item, like I was used to, where I'm, maybe only making $9 on average per item, maybe a little bit more than that, but it can be very, very difficult. And so you're going to get there a lot faster with the type of products that we have. And so the types of products that we have are higher dollars, so your money is going to add up faster. And this 2-hour workday, it's all about helping you make daily pay. So that's why I say that $10,000 is actually an underestimate of what you can make with this system. Because if you're looking at $900 days, which is typical of people in our community. We have many that are making, multiple of this every single day. But if you look at that 900 a day in a 30-day time frame, this is $27,000. It's also $328,000 a year. So think what that would do for you. Like, I'm going to go ahead and change this out. If you could learn the skills to make $900 every single day, that is $328,000 a year. What would that do for your family? If you're coming from, like me, a background of reselling where you're making $9 an item, you're, maybe lucky to make $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month, maybe at best $3,000 a month. That number is going to be like life-changing for you, right? That extra money that I make from low profit items, yes, it's helpful. Yes, it's helped my family out. Yes, it's helped us to be able to do things. It's helped us to be able to make ends meet. It's helped me to be able to stay home with my kids and not have to go out and leave the house for a, real job. But this $328,000, that is a life-changing amount, right? And so I'd like you to think about what that would mean for you. If you could learn the skills, what could this do for you? If you were able to make that $328,000, would you be able to book that vacation for your family? Would you be able to, tell your boss that you're not coming back? Would you be able to, have enough in your retirement account to retire? Like, what would that do for you? For me, it means that I would be able to take my kids on vacation, that a dream vacation that we could have never paid for otherwise, before they're grown and gone and it's too late. It means that I am going to be able to pay off debt. It means I'm going to reach those goals in a fraction of the time versus the kind of slower route. It's not to say it's wrong. It's not to say there's nothing wrong with it. But the slower route of having small sales. All right. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to give myself a little more room here, and we'll talk more about this 10,000 in each of these months. So 10,000 times the 3 months is your 30,000. So this is very simple math behind this. Rather than having to sell the 1,111 items that are low profit, this is simply having something in your pocket that you can sell at a higher ticket price. So let's imagine for a second that if you had something that you could make $900 off of on each and every sale, how many of those are you going to need to sell to hit that 10,000? So let's take 10,000. I have my calculator if you hear me typing away, because it's still early. $10,000 and then $900. This is the equivalent of, should not have a dollar sign there. This is the equivalent of selling a little over 11 of these products. Now, let's talk a little bit about what this is and why somebody would pay you $900 versus, for me, I'm coming from items I might make $9 off of. I'm coming from items I might make $20 or $30 off of. So what is the difference here? And it's all about the product and how much people are willing to pay for it. Now, this may seem an enormous amount of money that you could make, but let's talk about how this works, why people would be paying you this amount of money. So with this, instead of selling, say, a pair of shorts that I might make $9 off of, that's going to make somebody happy for a very, very short amount of time. They're going to, be happy to order the item. They're going to be excited when they get it. That's pretty much the end of the story. It's not going to help them make money. It's not going to help them learn new skills. But with this $900, this is all about learning the skills to make money online. This is the biggest industry out there. It is the fastest growing industry out there. So this is, we'll call it e-learning. And people are willing to give you the money to learn the skills to how to make money online. This is all about learning how to grow an email list, grow a following, attract customers, build a sales funnel, have your website. All of those things that go into online businesses. I have been in online business myself, running listingtofreedom.com, the empoweredreseller.com. They're all about helping resellers, but it took me years to get this stuff up and running, and it took me spending thousands of dollars on courses. It took me having to invest in, how do I get people to my website? How do I get leads for my business? How do I create a product to sell? How do I create, courses to sell? How do I do all of those things? And all of those are money that I've spent. It's money that I've spent on courses. It's money that I've spent to learn those skills. And so with this is an amazing deal for your customers, and they're going to be so excited to pay you for this, because this amount is like an incredible amount to have all of this and in a box. It's basically a business in a box, and to not have to go out and spend money on learning how to do this and learning how to do that and learning how to do the other thing. This is all one system, one business in a box, where you're not going to have to go out and spend money on other things. And your customers are going to love you for that, because this is less than the cost of the TV on most people's walls. So I love that about our program, that it's very beginner friendly. It's also very reasonably priced for people who are wanting to get started with an online business. Another thing that I love about this is that this is a one-time, like you don't have to keep paying ongoing costs, yet you're going to get the mentoring, you're going to get the trainings that are happening almost on a daily basis as part of this program. So it's not about, okay, you're going to, get a course, you're going to be left to figure it out on your own, or worse, you're going to have to pay monthly ongoing costs to be part of a community, to be part of mentoring. People pay tens of thousands of dollars when you're in online business to be in masterminds, to be mentored by 6-figure and 7-figure earners. We get that inside of our community with all of our products. So this is just one of our products. We actually do have 4 different products, and this can actually mean 4 different income streams for you. So with this product, this is called the Legacy Builder. And then with this, you also get income streams of 600, 300, and 100. So it's way more than just one thing. You're actually getting 4 products. And I wish I could, really convey how powerful this is, because it allows you to meet your customers where they're at. It allows you to be able to offer something that maybe they're not at a place of being able to step into the highest level, but they're at a place of, okay, I can come up with the money to get our launch pad. This is going to help them get started. It's also going to help them learn the skills to make money online so that they can move their way up as they're earning. And that is another one of the things that I love about this program. It's more than just putting new tools in your hand. It's more than just learning new skills. This is actually about you making money and doing it as you're learning. So what I found out that I did not know just like a week ago was that tons of colleges are now offering what we teach as a course or as a certification. So you can go to college, you're going to, sit probably on a computer versus in a classroom. You're going to sit on your computer and you're going to learn. You're going to learn all of the things that we teach inside of our program about making money online, attracting customers, building an email list, all of the things that go into online business. You're going to learn the marketing behind it. But the problem with those programs, A, you're paying, college level tuition for those, but B, you're not given a way to get hands-on experience. So for me, the way that I kind of like to explain this is that it's kind of like going to college, but instead of just sitting in a classroom and then, you graduate, you get done, you finish, and then you're left to figure out, okay, what do I really do? This is all about giving you that hands-on experience and giving you a way to learn, to earn as you learn. So it's kind of really more of a paid internship, or it's more like a doctor doing a residency where they're, getting that experience. They're working in a hospital, but they're getting paid at the same time. That's kind of how our program works. So hopefully that makes sense, but it's all about you applying what you learn and then being able to earn, and then keep repeating that process over and over. And as we're starting the 90-day run that starts tomorrow, again, it's about mastering, applying, and then multiplying your income. So I'm going to go ahead and give myself a little bit more room here. But you can suddenly see how if you had something that you could make $900 off of in a single sale, that you would be a whole lot more likely to hit this $10,000. But you might be going, okay, how does this work? Like, that sounds amazing. I would love to be able to make $900, but does it actually work? How do I do it? But this is all about a proven process, a proven blueprint. And we know that it works because it is working for other people. And I can tell you that it's working for myself as well. So I'm going to go ahead and give you the whole outline here of exactly how this blueprint works. So we've talked first about the product. Now, the great thing about this is you don't need to know how to, make money online. You don't need to come up with your own coaching program, your own course, anything like this. This product is done for you, which is amazing because, you may not have the time. I was at the place of not having the time. Like, I knew that I wanted to help people make money online because it's a lot more scalable. It's a lot more, you're able to reach those higher levels of income without having to invest more of your time. I just didn't have the time to put together my own product. So that is one thing that I really, really love about this. The product is done for you. And so that you can cross off your list. It's done. You don't need to touch it. You don't need to do anything with it. And I also love that our product is in the growing industry of e-learning. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but I'm going to mention it again because this number is so powerful. But this industry is a $1.2 billion a day industry. So a lot of people have asked me, what is this course about? Like, it's not about dog walking or how to crochet a blanket. Like, there's nothing wrong with that, and you can make money off of those things. But it is in the biggest industry, the one where people are spending the most money. And that totally makes sense coming from a reseller standpoint, is that I don't want to go into a thrift store, let's say, where I would normally source. I don't want to go there and buy some random item that there's not a lot of demand for. What I'm looking for when I'm sourcing items for my reselling business, for my physical reselling business, is items that people actually want, items that people are actually buying, items that people actually want to spend money for. And so when I heard about the $1.2 billion a day in this industry, I'm going, wow, that makes so much sense to me, right? You want something that other people want. You want a product that other people are willing to pay you for. All right, so that's a little bit about the product. Again, it's done for you. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You don't have to come up with something new. And so then the second piece of this is what is called your automation system or your freedom machine. And so this is a way to be able to bring in sales for this product. With this automation, this is going to be what's working in the background for you. So I want you to think about this $10,000 month, or $30,000 in the next 90 days, and what that would feel like to you if you could make that in a way that is automated. If you can make it in a way where you're not having to sacrifice your time, where you're not having to sacrifice your life, where you're not having to work harder, hustle harder. So many people in the US, at least where I live, do work multiple jobs. They work multiple side hustles. They, maybe it's reselling, maybe it's another side hustle like shopping, or delivering groceries, or driving somebody around for Uber or Lyft, any of those places. So many of us are working those side hustles trying to make ends meet. But what if you could break free of that? And what if you could have an automation system that is working for you, where you're following our 2-hour workday and you're going, okay, I'm following this 2-hour workday, and I can relax. I can put in my time. I can do my income earning activities during that 2 hours. And then I can sit back the rest of the day and know that my automation system is running in the background for me, that it's working for me, that it's going to be bringing in sales for me. And this is how we're able to make sales when we're, at dinner with our friends and family, when we're out at the movies, out at the beach, any of those things, when we're not actively working. This is how we're able to be bringing in those large amounts of income and hitting goals like 10,000 for the month, or 30,000 in 90 days. So this automation system, this, like the product, is already done for you. You don't have to go and create it. It's given to you as part of the program. And so you can go ahead, when you get this, go ahead and check this off the list. You don't need to go in and continually revisit it. It's something that you set up one time. It's basically, if you can copy and paste a URL, you can do this. So you will get the automation system. This is your freedom machine behind being able to sell this product and being able to do it in a way that is going to free up your life. And I cannot tell you how much freer I feel knowing that I have this system working for me. I literally feel like chains have fallen off of me. The chains that have held me back from being able to make more money, the chains that have held me back from being able to actually spend time with my family and not be thinking about, do I have sales coming in? All of those chains are being broken off of me. And I'm seeing it happen just in this last week. I am feeling, and I'm still feeling, I'm still getting more and more degrees of having more of that freedom in my life, and seeing that freedom in my life from following the system, from following this proven blueprint. So this is why I am so passionate about sharing this. This is why I'm so passionate about showing up for you guys, because I truly believe in this. I truly believe that having that automation system and having a way to make money that is a little bit more passive, that's not going to cost you more time to be able to see more income, is really going to give you your life back. I really feel like I have gotten an amazing gift of getting my life back, of getting the time with my kids back, of being able to be present with my kids and not having to worry about, do I have something to ship? Do I have a customer to respond to? Do I, did something go wrong with the order? Whatever it is, I've been able to be present and actually, be there when I'm not physically working with my family. All right, so that is the product and the automation system. Both of these you can cross off your list because they're given to you as part of the program, which is amazing because it means that you can step in from day one and be set up with a product that is in high demand, that people are willing to pay you for and help you hit that $10,000 goal for the month. But it also means that you have that automation system that's working in the background for you, where you're able to follow our 2-hour workday and you're able to generate sales from this. So this, it's the reason why this is so powerful is that you can step in from day one and have these in your hands, have this product in your hands, have this automation in your hands. There's a very, very small setup for this. 95% of this is done. The setup for this is basically going to be plugging in your website, which they will walk you through step by step through videos, and then plugging in your payment gateways. So all of the payments are not going to somebody else. They're not going to a third party, and then you're getting a portion of it. All of the payments actually go straight to you. So with this automation system, you're going to be plugging in your payment gateways. And so your customers will be paying you directly. And this is very, very powerful because A, you're not having to wait for your money. You're not having to wait for a third party to do payments. So if you've done any sort of affiliate marketing, if you've done anything like that, you're usually having to wait weeks or months to get those payments. But with this, you're getting the money straight to you, straight to your bank account. But it also means that you're getting 100%. So you're not losing out money to somebody else. If you've done affiliate programs before, usually the majority of the money goes to the creator, and then you get a small portion, right? You might get, depending on the product, you might get 10%. You might get 25%, maybe on, a really good affiliate program, you might get 50, but the creator will get the majority of it. With this, you are getting 100%. So I really want to stress that because there's not many other things out there like that. For me, selling on eBay, I lose 13.5% to eBay, which, they're doing all the work. I'm not going to complain about that, but it is, an expense. It is money that is not going in my pocket at the end of the day. With Poshmark, it's 20%. So I'm going to give 20%, $20 on every $100 that I make to Poshmark, right? With this, it's not like that. You're getting 100%. So that's another thing that I really am loving about this, is knowing that I'm not going to have, all of these expenses or all of these things coming out of my pocket. I don't, I don't even have cost of goods. Like, there's not a whole lot of expenses with this. And so it makes it very, very profitable. There's no ongoing expenses. There's no, cost of goods. Like I mentioned, there's no seller fees. Like, really, this is as close as you can get to pure profit, which is kind of, if you're coming from a physical background, it is maybe a little bit hard to understand, but this is, pretty typical of when you sell a digital product. So, all right, so let's talk about the next couple of steps here. So there's just a couple more. So you've got your product, you've got your automation, but then how do you get people into your automation? How do you get people to hear about your product? And this is what's called our discovery process. So this is where our blueprint comes in. This is where our 2-hour workday comes in, because your automation is done, your product is done. This is where you're spending your 2-hour workday. This is where you're putting in your income earning activities. This is where you're doing your money making work. This is where you're being able to do the things that are going to make you sales, to do the things that are going to help you hit those $10,000 months, $30K in the next 90 days. So with this discovery system, again, it's all about following a 2-hour workday. It's about doing the things that are proven that will make you money. It's about showing up in a way that's going to help get people into your automation system and help them learn more about the product and learn if this is right for them. It's going to help them go, okay, I can see myself making money online. Yes, I would love to have a way to be able to make money online. I would love to have a way to be able to make money in just 2 hours a day. And so you will, as part of this, have your own website. Again, this is mine up here, empoweredpassiveincome.com. You can go there now to get started. This is the perfect time because we have our 90-day run starting tomorrow, and there's going to be tons of giveaways. Getting in now is going to help you maximize that. And this run is about helping you, giving you all of the tools, giving you the mentoring every single day to make that 30,000 and make that a reality. And I fully believe that you can make that as a beginner, which is incredible, right? If you could make 30,000, like, what could that do for you? Like, you could go and get your car paid off. Maybe your car's broken. Maybe it would mean being able to buy a new car. Like, that could be, really good amount to be able to, really get your journey started with this, because this is really just the beginning. I want you to understand that this is just the beginning. There are people who are in our program who are becoming self-made millionaires because of that. So again, this is about daily pay. It's about making as much or even more than 328,000 a year. Really, that is, you do that for 3 years, you're suddenly a self-made millionaire, which is crazy. But this is what we have in our hands today with the tools of the internet, with the tools of programs like this, where your product is done, your automation is done. And we have a proven system. We have a way to make money that is proven to work. We know it works because it's working for other people. And I can tell you in my own life that it is working for myself as well. And I'm barely just getting started. So I'm so excited to see where this can take other people who have been like me, who have been in that boat of reselling, who have been in that boat of working a side hustle, and you just haven't been making enough money. You've been doing all of the things, you've been putting in all of the work, but to really be able to take care of your family, to really be able to accomplish those big dreams, those big goals in your heart, you've maybe been looking at those like me and going, I'm okay for the here and now, but how can I reach those goals? Are those ever going to come true? Am I ever going to get those debts paid off? Am I going to, is it going to take decades from now? But with this program, it's about following that proven blueprint and having those amounts of income where you're going, wow, this is suddenly possible. Like, wow, I could actually accomplish this in the fraction of time. I could accomplish it before I'm, 60, 70, 80 years old. I could accomplish these big dreams and goals in my heart before it's too late, before my kids are grown and gone. And so I am really loving that piece about this, is that I feel like my hope's been restored. My joy's been restored. I have so much excitement for the future, knowing that all of my dreams are possible and I'm seeing it happen. I'm not at a place of saying, hey, it's going to happen. I have faith that it's going to happen, but I'm actually seeing this system work in my own life. I'm seeing the money hit the bank account in my own life, and I'm going, this works. This is going to help all of my dreams come true now, just soon, and not decades and decades and decades from now before I'm too old to enjoy life. So that's a little bit about our discovery system and our 2-hour workday. So it's all about being able to get discovered by your perfect customer. You might be going, okay, I don't get how all this works, but it's about finding who it is that you're passionate about helping, who it is that you would love to be able to help them, break free of having to take time away from their kids. Maybe you would love to be able to help other moms be able to leave their job. Maybe you would love to be able to help dads not have to say goodbye to their kids on Monday morning, knowing that they're not going to really see them again until Friday because they've got, a long commute there to work every day. They've got a long commute home and they're not going to have that time with their kids. That's a person you would love to help. For me, the person that I would love to help is the person who has been hustling, who has been working the side hustles, who knows what it's like to have, maybe a real job and then come and do their side hustle, come and do their reselling, come and do whatever side hustle that is. And it's taking time away from your family. It's draining on you. It's exhausting. You're worn out and you're going, what is even the point of life? Why am I doing this? I don't even have time to spend with my family. I'm barely providing for them. And then I'm not even able to enjoy them at the end of the day. For me, that would be my perfect customer. So that is a little bit about the discovery system. It's about getting this in front of your perfect customer and showing them how this can work, how this works, and how it can change their life. Because this program really, the more that I see, the more that I'm in it, the more that I see that lives are being changed. Lives are being changed on a daily basis. People are going, never made a single dollar online before to suddenly they're following this system. They have this proven blueprint in their hands. They're following our 2-hour workday. They're getting that mentoring. We have a 7-figure earner that pours into us every single day. You will get as part of our 90-day run that starts tomorrow. Imagine having that in your hands, having somebody who has made 7 figures and having them pouring into you, answering your questions. Just the video that I was watching before I jumped on, it was 3 hours just because she stayed on to answer everybody's question. She cares about the results of the program. She cares about this actually helping other people. All right, so that's the discovery system. And then what happens with your discovery is anybody who's saying, hey, I would love to learn how to make money online. I would love to learn the skills to be able to bring in income. I would love the skills to be able to bring in 10,000 a month, or 30,000 in the next 90 days. I'd love to learn the skills to make $900 daily pay. I'd love to learn how to follow a 2-hour workday and not have to work sun up to sundown. What's going to happen is they're going to discover you, and they're going to head to your website. So again, mine is empoweredpassiveincome.com. They will head to your website. This is going to get them into your automation system. In the automation system, that's where they're going to start learning more about the product. They're also going to be able to purchase right away. So if they're going, hey, I would love this, I am ready to jump in, I want to get started now, I want to start making this kind of money now and not, months, years from now, they can go ahead and do that. And that's how this automation system works, is by getting people to discover you and then to get into your automation system and to be able to get started. And so when this happens, when somebody discovers you, they're going to head into your automation system. They're going to be able to purchase right away. This is actually a 1 in 20 conversion of people who learn about the system and go, hey, yes, I would love to have that. I would love to be able to learn the skills. I would love to have the mentoring from a 7-figure earner. I would love to have a community that's going to support me. I would love to have a learning and earning system. I would love to have a way to make money that is going to fit with my family. I would love to have a way to free up my life, to have those chains that have held me back for so long. I would love to have those, fall off. I would love to be able to reach my goals in a fraction of the time. I would love to start having hope in my life again. I would love to start having joy in my life again. I would love to have that fulfillment, knowing that I'm helping others, knowing that I'm making a difference with others. And they can do this all through your discovery system, or all through the discovery and getting into your automation system and getting started right away. And so when that happens, then they become a new customer. And again, this is 100% that goes straight into your pocket. It's 100% that goes straight to you. It doesn't go to somebody else. It doesn't go to a third party. You have to wait for the money. It's going straight to you. And because of that, you are making 100%. You're not having other fees. You're not having ongoing costs. That is 100% profit. So I want you to think about this as I have gone through the steps with you. Your product is done. Your automation is done. Your 2-hour workday is primarily spent here. And then through the discovery system, through your automation system, your freedom system, that's how new customers are being brought in. That's how you're able to make $900 daily pay. That's how you're able to make $10,000 in a month. And so I want you to see how doable this is, how possible this is for you. It's easy to look at other people and go, okay, they're doing it. It's easy to look at other people and go, well, I could never do that. It's, easy to make all the excuses, but this, I truly believe, can work for anybody out there who is willing to follow the system, who's willing to learn our 2-hour workday, who's willing to put in that 2-hour income earning activity, who's willing to follow this process. It works for others. It's working for myself as well. And so again, you can go to empoweredpassiveincome.com and to get started. We have our 90-day run starting tomorrow. So I would highly recommend jumping in now, because that is going to be the kickoff to the next 90 days. It's going to be the kickoff to you making that $30,000 in the next 90 days, making that your reality, as well as we have tons and tons of giveaways every week this month. And the sooner that you get in, the more chance that you're going to have of winning. We've got Amazon gift cards, we've got MacBooks, we've got all of the things and multiple of them to incentivize you jumping in, because this will change your life. This can change your life. I am so excited to be able to help. I've already been hearing back from customers how excited they are about this. And that is so fulfilling to myself, because all I've wanted for the last few years is to make a difference in people's lives. All I've wanted is to be able to give you guys the tools to be able to make money, to be able to give you the tools to be able to provide for your family. And this is such an easy way to be able to do it, and to do it in a way where it's not going to kill yourself. So I'd like to leave you with one final thought. And that is, what if you were able to make that 30,000 in the next 90 days? What would that do for you? What could you accomplish? All right, I'm going to go ahead and wish you a happy rest of your day. Again, you can go to empoweredpassiveincome.com, and I will be on the other side cheering for you, welcoming you into the program. I am so excited for you. You have got this. All right, see you soon.